If you are reasonably intelligent, making your first millions is actually pretty easy.
Understand how much money you make?
I don't know, 70,000 last month.
What is this? Exactly, the Wolf of Wall Street giving Donny Azov a perspective on how to break out from the average plebs and make these sweet first 1, 2 or 3 millions. And what about you? Are you like Donny, with no perspective on how to achieve your megalomaniacal dreams of making millions? Maybe you're even slightly overweight and married to your cousin.
I'm not gonna let someone else my cousin.
What did you say?
Over the next couple of minutes, I'll be the Jordan to your Donny, the Gordon Gekko to your Bud Fox, the Bateman to your entire fucking existence. Ever heard about micro SaaS, micro PE, building a syndicate? How about search funds, curation as a service? And that's the problem. Apart from the standard ways, you don't know all the attractive ways to get rich. There is a big catch though. You need to be a bit intelligent for most of them.
There's no place in our cognitively complex society for 1 in 10 people.
Today, or in any future video, we are not going to talk about how to make you rich overnight. But if you are willing to put in the work, micro SaaS might be your ticket to escape from all the average plebs around you and get one step closer to high net worth and the power that comes along with it. Micro SaaS is an 8 out of 10 on our scale of strategies to increase your net worth. Earn 10, 20 or 50,000 monthly recurring revenue? Check. Get valuable learnings in the niche of your choice? Check. Build up this side income stream within 12 months or less? Check. Let's explore how micro SaaS can take you from ambitious chimp to silverback gorilla if you put in the work. Let's conquer. Who's that? Exactly, you have no freaking clue. Tyler Tringers is a bit like the father of micro SaaS. He started a micro SaaS company called StoreMapper. He sold it to private equity and he runs a great blog on micro SaaS. So you'll see him a couple of times in today's piece. I want to start off with an obvious question. What is SaaS? SaaS is an excellent way to get rich. No, but seriously, let's hear it from Tyler. It might sound a bit technical, but I will explain how you can make your first millions with micro SaaS provided you're not dumb afterwards.
When I'm talking about micro SaaS, I'm talking about a small SaaS company, pretty much the same business model, but a solo entrepreneur or a small team. It's typically bootstrapped and going after a niche market. And it's also really prioritizing profits and business sustainability as opposed to growth, which is probably the big area where it starts to differentiate from what people think of as traditional SaaS.
SaaS companies are some of the largest and most profitable business models in the world. As the name suggests, a SaaS company provides a software as a service to the customer who pays a monthly subscription fee. The software is centrally hosted by the SaaS company. And micro SaaS is SaaS, but in small, with the potential to make you mega rich. A bit lower profits, less bureaucracy, and you can start it alone, no team required. I already hear some of you crying. It's impossible to build a micro SaaS business if I don't know how to code. Well, baby silverbacks, one thing you have to learn to be successful in life is that sometimes you need to trust the process. So watch this whole video. And I promise you will know exactly how to build a micro SaaS biz without knowing how to code. But given we all have limited time on this beautiful planet, why not immediately start a big SaaS startup and get funding from guys like David Sachs? The advantage of starting a micro SaaS as opposed to SaaS is that you don't need to quit university or your job. You can build up that revenue stream while playing Excel monkey at McKinsey or spreading comps at Goldman. Our standard assumption is that everyone watching this channel aims for a net worth of 9 figures or more, depending on your level of megalomania, psychopathy, and degeneracy. Micro SaaS starts out small and in the first couple of years will definitely not make you a multi-millionaire. But if you're clever about it, micro SaaS offers the potential to be turned into an actual SaaS company with the potential to put you in silverback gorilla net worth territory. How old are you? It takes a bit of time to transition from stage 1 to stage 2. If you're young, micro SaaS is actually a great option of starting out with solid long-term upside potential. But if you're a bit older, 30 plus, and you feel like you're already slightly behind your peer group, you need to start playing more aggressively on the risk-reward curve of venture projects, and I'd not waste my time with micro SaaS.
I want the money. I will play the goddamn game and I'll win.
Look at this guy, 70 freaking million. But hold on, there's 2 ways you profit from a micro SaaS company. Firstly, from the cash flows it generates as a business. This can be anywhere from thousands to millions a year. But what's much more interesting is the option to sell your micro SaaS business after some years. We have examples like the one I showed before, but there's also smaller exit. Cute babies. In general, you should always be able to get 1 to 3 times your ARR as a selling price. So if you make 1 million annual recurring revenue, you can sell for 1 to 3 million. And if your micro SaaS grows fast, you can sell for a much higher multiple. It's best to browse micro SaaS listings in order to get a better feeling. Because I'm a genuinely nice person, I will link to some good marketplaces in the micro SaaS PDF I created that you can download. This will allow you to dig deeper into micro SaaS and start plotting your path to UHNWI. We already had that discussion. I mean, not you and me, but in my Discord community. The place to be for anyone with megalomaniacal goals or simply looking for my personal advice on how to build a side business. On Discord, I said it takes at least 3 to 6 months to get something going. Don't get nervous, there is no programming required yet. First, we need to find a niche market, a big problem that is waiting to be solved by your micro SaaS business.
So one of the things I often advise people to do is go and, if you have a skill set, it's no code, whatever, is to go and kind of like be a consultant for a little while. Just kind of like put stuff out there and be like, okay, I'm building tools for people, and just try to find these interesting spaces where people are still willing to pay big bucks for project work. And maybe there's other people like them. And maybe that's a big enough problem that can become a company.
If your IQ is at least slightly higher than that of a bonobo, you should be able to implement the following steps. You can look at small, repeatable tasks you are doing yourself. Is it possible to automate them via a micro SaaS solution? Also, check out freelancing platforms. Freelancing work can often be automated via a micro SaaS business if you're clever about it. Lastly, just steal. Check out what existing big SaaS businesses or small micro SaaS businesses are doing. Take one aspect of their value proposition and make it significantly better. Here's the problem, most of you don't know how to code. But luckily, there's 3 solutions for that. Hire freelancers on Upwork. You're not looking to build the next SpaceX, so you should be fine hiring talent on platforms such as Upwork or Fiverr, as long as you due diligence them correctly. Use no-code tools. There's a multitude of no-code platforms out there, and it's staggering what complex applications can be built using no-code. This is my favorite method.
While anybody can use no-code tools, like we are sort of power users of no code at Earnest, and we have a person who is on staff who is like a no coder.
Learn how to code. But seriously, building a micro SaaS is not as complex. So learning the necessary coding skills is quite straightforward and can be a great motivation to get into coding. There is one last thing standing between you and millions of revenues. This is no passive income business. As a matter of fact, I don't think there is any real passive income business, despite what diverse online guru budgerigas would like you to believe. There is no shortcuts. You will need to put in work every day. There will be technical bugs. There will be difficult customers asking for refunds. There will be haters discouraging you. Besides, not sure you noticed, but there's only two motions in life. It is moving forward to increase or backwards to decrease. But what if I'm just being still? If you are being still in your industry, you being still, one competitor is moving forward. That means you went backwards. Being still, being content is a trick of the enemy, because the enemy says, just be comfortable, while they slowly compete away your margins. Because I'm a genuinely nice person, I created a PDF on micro SaaS that you can download. This will allow you to dig deeper into micro SaaS and start plotting your path to UHNWI. Lastly, if you want my personal feedback and support regarding your plans after watching this video, feel free to join our Discord community for the 0.1%. Link in the description below. Let's work.